Hey mommies, how are you? So I'm just getting ready to go to the gym, do my spinning workout. I only work out twice a week, so it's like an hour of me time and an hour of I get to kind of disconnect, and I don't hear any kids crying or anything like that. So it really is my time to disconnect. But I wanted to talk about that actually, about what crying means, and it's such a, especially when you have like a small baby. Sometimes my Isaac, for example, he has a cry, and then he has a different type of cry that he's like really like, I need you, mommy, come and pick me up. So I just wanted to talk about that because it's a little bit different for everybody how they deal with the crying, and babies cry a lot. That's just the way that it is. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your baby. It's just that you have to learn how to handle it, and you have to learn to understand why your baby cries. Because lately I've been hearing a lot of different things about that, about crying, about holding your baby, about attending to your baby and your toddler too when they're crying, because you have to learn to internalize their emotions, and especially as babies start to get older, they become more in tune with their emotions. So they have demands and things like that. So it's really important to acknowledge when a baby cries. Really important to hold them, so that they know that you're there, so that they know that you're comforting them. And then the most important thing too is, I know that there's a lot of different gadgets and things like that we have, like bouncers and swings and stuff like that. But don't just pick up your baby and put them on a bouncer or put them on the swing so that they stop crying. It's really important that you acknowledge why they're crying. Whether it's hunger, whether it's just comfort, whether they're teething. It's really, really important that you do that. Just because, like I said, the more you let a baby cry, it internalizes stress inside of them, which is not good for them. So really, really important that you learn how to deal with that, and understand that sometimes there are babies that cry more than others, and there's babies that cry a lot, but it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. It's just you have to learn to understand their cues. For example, with breastfeeding, a lot of breastfeeding babies cries because they get to the point of hunger that they will just cry, and then that makes it even worse, because when you put them to the breast, they're fussing, they're all over the place, so it's even worse. That's why feeding on demand is excellent, because you're not waiting till the baby gets to that point where they're super, super hungry and they're not going to be able to breastfeed properly. So I just wanted to bring that to mom's attention, and realize that it's important to hold your babies, spend time with them, pick them up. I know that sometimes it can drive you crazy and you have a gazillion things to do, but I read a really beautiful post not long ago about a mother that had so many things to do, and she was saying, instead of doing this, I held you. Instead of doing the other thing, I held you. And it was kind of like, at the end of it, she was convinced that, you know what, I could have done all these other things, but instead I'm holding my baby, and it's the best thing for my baby right now, and it's what my baby needs. And it's a short time that they're going to be at that stage where they need you so much, and then they're going to be growing, and then you're not going to have them with you, and then they're not going to be, mommy, I need you, and mommy this and mommy the other. They'll be with their friends and with their toys and entertaining themselves, so it'll be a whole different thing going on. So just wanted to address that and let you know that you're not on your own. Sometimes my kids drive me crazy, especially when they both cry at the same time. And sometimes my Isaac, for example, is not like a very heavy sleeper, so he doesn't tend to have long naps or anything like that. So it's kind of like go, go, go with him all the time. And it can feel really, really, really demanding. But I try to calm myself down and understand that I'm all his world. I'm his form of survival. So he really needs me, and I have to understand that. So just wanted to bring that across, and share any of your experiences, please, if you are feeling kind of like overwhelmed or anything like that. Message, comment, let's give each other some encouragement, because I know that it can be really hard, and I know that sometimes, especially at night, you just want to go to sleep and the baby cries and cries. That's why I'm so to go ahead and do what your instincts kind of are telling you, like co-sleep, things like that. Try and do things that, make it work for you. Obviously use common sense and safety guidelines and stuff like that, but do what works for you, so that the baby's happy and settled, and that you're content too, because your baby needs you to be able to function. So it's really important. Just wanted to bring that to you, mommies. Bye.